In parts 1 and 2, we saw the morning train movements on the railway up until the pickup goods started its return journey up the line. We now continue the story. Having passed through Buckley Station, the pickup goods is now beside the River Gowy at Buckley Gristmill on its approach to Peckforton's. Meanwhile, the early afternoon up passenger has departed Bickerton and is making its way up Gallantry Bank towards Buckley. The up pickup goods has made good time, as all its shunting was carried out as it went down the line, and so it is now on its approach to Beeston Market, the end of the line. Having pounded up Gallantry Bank, the early afternoon up passenger eases into Buckley Station. At the same time, just ahead of it, an up ore train is wending its way towards Peckforton Station. The up ore is held at Peckforton to allow the up passenger to catch up and pass it. Peckforton Light Railway prides itself on running its passenger trains to timetable, despite competing with heavy goods traffic on the line. The passenger is now on its approach to Beeston Castle, passing alongside the River Gowy. Once the passenger has reached Beeston Market, the up ore follows on. Although it would appear to be passing the copper mine on its approach to Beeston Market, it's an illusion, because, of course, the copper mine is actually 6 miles further down the line. The last up sand train of the day is meanwhile leaving the Sand Quarry branch line and joining the main line just outside Bickerton at the opposite end of the railway. By the time the up sand train reaches Beeston Market Station, the afternoon mixed is about to depart. The sand train is making its way to the exchange sidings, where the hoppers will discharge their loads into wagons on the LNWR main line. Once the road ahead is clear, the afternoon mixed leaves. Only one covered wagon destined for Bickerton is required on the journey today. My computerized freight management system keeps me on my toes. I'm never quite sure which wagons will be rostered and where they might end up. For me, it adds a lot of interest when running my railway. At Beeston Castle, it pulls in slowly. It will make good time today with no intermediate shunting required. A little later, a down ore train follows it, here passing the gatehouse for Peckforton Castle on its approach to Peckforton Station. The mixed has departed Peckforton and is now passing the gristmill on its way towards Buckley. After pausing at Buckley, the mixed departs on the last leg of its journey down Gallantry Bank to the terminus at Bickerton Station. The down ore can now follow on, passing the gristmill after departing Peckforton Station. The pit props are needed at the mine as further rich seams of ore are being exploited. At Buckley, it takes the branch for the copper mine. The sand train has emptied its hoppers and has just passed through Beeston Castle, on its way down to the sand quarry with its train of empties. The tanker is loaded with diesel oil, needed to drive the excavators and the grading and washing machinery at the quarry. By now, the mixed has been to Bickerton and, having delivered the covered open wagon, is on its way back up the line, waiting at Buckley as the last up ore train of the day pulls in. The up mixed can now depart. As you can see, when it dropped off the covered open, it also picked up an open wagon with a mixed load, destined for Beeston Market. Once the mixed has arrived at Peckforton, the line is clear for the up ore to follow on. The workmen in the coach have put in a full day's work at the copper mine, and the gunpowder wagon is returning to Beeston Market to be replenished. When the up ore eventually arrives at Peckforton, the down sand has been patiently waiting to proceed, having crossed the up mixed and now the up ore. With some relief, the driver can open the throttle and proceed towards Buckley, and thence on to the sand quarry on the outskirts of Bickerton. And the ore train can make its way up the line to Beeston Market for a well-earned rest. The last passenger service of the day is always a bit special. Often it's a diesel rail car, but today Lord Tollmache has requested a special train which includes the Director's Saloon. His well-heeled guests, who have been invited for a weekend's shooting at the Peckforton estate, don't seem to mind waiting as churns from the farm's evening milking are loaded on at each station. By the time the train reaches the grist mill, the sluices have been closed and the wheel and grindstones are silent. And so we have reached the end of another day on Peckforton Light Railway. Once train services have ceased for the day, the stock needs to be put away in the storage sidings. To do this, ridiculously long trains are propelled through the hatch and into the garage at the Beeston Market end, and into the lean-to at the Bickerton end. Of course, there are sometimes derailments, but provided trains are moved slowly, these are minimised. I hope you have enjoyed watching my endeavours as much as I have enjoyed running the trains. As they say, it's all grist to the mill.